What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the total debt freedom world? In this video, let's turn off that music first. In this video, we're going to go over mortgages and refinancing your credit card debt using the equity in your home. This is something, I'm not really sure why a lot of people get stuck on this or have a hard time with it, but this is something that should not be as confusing as what it is for people. There's only a couple of basic components you need to understand. If you're sitting on credit card debt, you owe credit card debt. Let's say you owe, the average client that we take into our program, I don't know, they might owe $35,000, let's say, is about the average we see right now. It's about 4 or 5 credit cards, $35,000. If you owe something around that, and you're sitting on equity in your house. Well, what's equity in your house, you might ask, Rich? Let's talk about equity. Equity's pretty straightforward. Let's use a $100,000 home, even though $100,000 homes haven't really existed for a long time in urban city areas. We'll use that as an easy number. So lenders will lend you up to about 80 to 85% of a loan to value, it's called. So 85% of $100,000 is 85 grand. So let's say you have a mortgage for $50,000. That means that your loan to value is 50%, okay? You've got a 50% LTV, loan to value. Now, if you've got about $30,000 in credit card debt, you could probably borrow another 30 grand, 50 plus 30, $80,000, okay? 80% loan to value, and you could get yourself out of debt by paying that off with a new mortgage. Now, a lot of people don't like to do this. A lot of people don't think it's a great idea. A lot of people are afraid of the consequences. Well, what happens? How does that work out? You know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because if you're paying your credit card companies 18% plus, and you refinance into a new loan, and you could be paying as low as 3 or 4 or 5%. I've got I think the lowest rate that I've been able to get was about 3.10 on a variable. Okay, so you can get a very low interest rate. 18% over here and 3% over here. What would you rather pay, 18 or 3? Know what I'm saying? Even if you've got bad credit, terrible credit, let's say, okay, but you're sitting on equity in your house, a private lender will even lend you the money. It's going to be more expensive money. It might cost you as much as 12 or 13% interest. But even if you can get the money from a private lender, you're still saving money all day long, because you're paying 18.88% interest, 19, 21, 24, 28.8% on some retail credit card stores, okay? The big box realtors and the guys that sell you your construction equipment and things like that. You're paying as much as 30%. So even if you pay a private lender 12, 13% interest, you're still saving money all day long. So the first component is you have debt. The second component is you've got a mortgage, you've got a home, you've got some equity in that home. And it is as simple as that. I promise you, my friends, if that's something that you have not entertained, entertain it today. Making your little Mickey Mouse payments on credit cards, throwing them at interest and late fees and penalties and all the other things that it goes towards before it even hits the principal, is really throwing money away. If you have equity in your home, you might have to have that difficult conversation with your spouse. That's one of the things that a lot of people I've seen get stuck on is, well, I don't want, Bob to know, or Sally must not know about my debt situation. You're going to have to be a grown-up and sit down at the table with your partner in life and let them know that this is what's gone on in your world, and then work out some way to resolve it. You'll have to probably make the payments on it because it was your debt, but you'll have to figure out a way to resolve it. The worst case scenario is quite often this: if you don't do something to pay off the credit card debt and you start drowning in it, meaning you're not able to start paying down the balance, and it's either staying still or you're taking a cash advance from one to pay the other, and it's starting to go up because of interest charges, you could wind up in a situation where one of the creditors will sue you, place a lien on your house, or for sale of the home to get the money back. So it's always advisable, in the occasion that you can borrow against the home to pay off the credit card debt, to always do it. Share this message with somebody that needs to see it, of course. I thank you for watching the videos on our channel. I know I've had some great questions come in that I've been backlogged and I haven't had a chance to record them. But please, by all means, if you have anything outstanding that you need to know, leave a question below in the comments, give it a like and a thumbs up, and of course, browse the rest of the videos on our channel or Facebook page. Thanks, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye for now.